Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Just checking to see if you can hear me, F. Let's see. Yeah. We see you on live. I make sure you can hear us and we can hear you.
Yep. I can hear you fine. You want to just try to do this Instagram live or Facebook live? I'm not sure.
Yep. I just heard something. Hmm? You hear us? You hear us,
Yeah,
Hef? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I hear Hef. Okay. Yep. Okay, we good. All right. Let me see. Hold on a second. Sorry about the delay, Hef. How's it going?
Everything good. Just
Good.
up on stuff for the football game.
Oh yeah. The Cleveland Browns won.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Right next.
Now, my partner just ran to the bathroom real quick. He can hear us. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. He can hear.
Jamar, man,
Mhm.
definitely. I'm originally from Cleveland, so we had a badass win last night,
Oh yeah, you already know.
and we got next up tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. You're up for the game, right?
Hell yeah. All right, she's back.
Make a move, make it matter.
Yeah.
Forget the rest.
How y'all feeling, baby?
You're rocking with the best radio station on the planet. SDM Live Unplugged.
What up, though, y'all? Y'all know y'all tuned into the Industry Podcast. I'm your host, Juicy Nicole, with my homie DJ Cutmaster Style.
Yeah. What up? What up?
Yes, we got another live show for y'all. Y'all know it's episode 2. So we talking music today, and we going real deep into the industry. I want y'all to give me a call at 833-736-5483. The extension is 0. DJ Cutmaster Style, let them know what guests we got on today.
Well, first up, we got the incredible Big Hef. You on the Hef? Can you hear us?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, okay, cool. From Def Jam Records, my homie with Nerve DJs, the VP, and of course 300 Entertainment. You want to introduce yourself, Hef?
Yep. Quincy Big Heff Taylor. Recently I just wrote a book called Making It in the Midwest. So I want to call myself an author now. Uh, got my start and I worked at Land Speed Records, then worked at Shady Records for a while. I developed something called the Ohio Hip Hop Awards and Music Conference, and then I started working with became the VP of the Nerve DJs. We got 25 DJs all over the country. 2013, started working at Def Jam, uh, doing the Midwest, and then became a national rep for 300 Entertainment. And then last year, I started an imprint called Capital Structure, uh, signing an artist by the name of Ty Bree and doing a joint venture with RCA. So just going through my whole journey, just really building up the Midwest, taking our artists to the next level.
Yeah, you've really been doing some big things. Like I was following you. You had like 2 tours, I believe. Like one was like Streets Most Wanted, and I forget what the other one was.
Yeah, Streets Most Wanted tour and the Big Hef Industry tour. Just those are like my artist development tours where I take a lot of the new artists, and that's where I really began to get a lot of my relationships from. Charles Baltimore, Cash Out, Grizzly on tour, Ray Cash, Stolly, Lil Baby, like a little bit everybody that's kind of popping in today's music scene. Come through. So here now.
Okay. I mean, what advice do you like feel like what do you feel about the industry right now? Like what is good, what's missing?
You know what? I really feel like it's just whatever you're looking for, like the industry offers. So if you're into hip hop, you got like the Dreamville TDE guys. It's kind of popping. There's a whole bunch of like up people that's really
y'all look at me that much.
It's people that's bringing like the lyricism back. And then if you into the street stuff, there's it's real diverse now. And I'm excited about it. Like the industry's back to making money, people are back to spending money. So I'm here for it.
Okay. What projects you got Ty Bree doing? She's really hot. If anybody never heard of her, you need to follow her.
Yeah, Ty Bree, we just put out a project called Sweet Lick a couple months ago. It's almost at about 5 million streams on Spotify, probably 8 million streams total with Apple Music. And then we're just working on her debut project. So right now we're working on a debut project. Got a lot of big name producers that's involved with it, and I'm looking forward to it. So there hasn't been a lot of there's a lot of female artists that's in the industry, but there hasn't been a lot that's come from the Midwest. So I just want to help create that platform for the Midwest artists as well, female artists, and it's good right now, man. I'm excited about this shit.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. You've come a long way, and you've always helped me, give me some great ideas and advice. Like I think she's done a feature with Mulatto. Am I correct on that?
Yep. So last year we was on the Girls Trap 2 tour. It was Ivory, Mulatto, and Flo Millie, and they just really tour, and they ended up connecting for a record. We shot a video for it down in my quarantine, and it's growing. Everything's still growing. Hit like a lot of the major outlets. MTV Jams is still playing the record. Shade 4 or 5, Hip Hop Nation is playing the record. So it's really good. I'm really surprised, thankful for the support that's been given to the radio and the iHeart station.
Yeah, she's really doing good. I'm definitely get to her latest record because I'm doing this next mixtape with Chinese Kitty from Love and Hip Hop New York. So I'm gonna try to definitely put her on there. But what advice can you give like up and coming artists as far as trying to reach the level you're at and get signed to a major label?
Really, it's just the grind, man. Fall in love with the work, fall in love with the process of getting stuff done, and just keep believing and keep like my main thing would be to keep consistent. So every month put out some content, put out a new song, put out a new video, something like needs to be going on so like people can start catching on to you and start believing in you.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Like how long do you think artists should work a single before they work on another one? Because I see a lot of artists put out a lot of music, but they didn't give the other ones a chance to sink in yet.
If it's a single that you really have your heart into, I'm gonna say 6 months to a year for sure. Like there's
Yeah,
people that
that's what I'd say.
definitely getting deals off that, and then once they got the body of work behind it, then it's definitely there.
Okay, and then just real quick, what advice do you think you can give them as far as like budget? Because I'm really big on budget when artists hit me up. I always ask them, "What is your budget?" A lot of them don't understand what a budget is.
No comment.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's like what I try to explain to them is the money you have left over after you pay all your bills. That's your budget. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but you're only going to get out what you put in.
Absolutely.
You got anything to say, Juicy? I'm not trying to take over the whole conversation.
First off, shout out to you, Big Hef, over at Def Jam. Represent for the Midwest.
Yeah.
So who are you managing right now? Are you managing any artists?
Yeah, I actually got 2 artists that I manage. I have 4 from Black Ink Chicago, and then I also have another young guy by the name of YSM Marlowe. So those are the 2 guys, and then you know, I'm
I
heavily
love Black Ink Chicago. Who are you talking about?
4 from Black Ink Chicago.
Oh, four. I love him. I know he was doing music and I know he was trying to, get his music out here. Do he have any singles he's dropped?
He had the single Chicago, which is actually the theme music for the TV show. And then also there's another record called Cardio that's out. He has a couple mixtapes and stuff that's out there, but just be on the lookout for him this year. We definitely gonna come with some heat for sure. There's a nice song with Wale and a couple coming out soon.
Okay. So I know you say you was doing tours. Do you have any new tours lined up?
I'm really trying to game plan it and kind of fill it out this year. Like I definitely did a first quarter tour last year, and I usually do one that ends up in New York this quarter. But with COVID happening and restrictions happening, I had to kind of slow it down. So I'm gonna see what I could probably put together March or April.
Okay.
It's definitely been a crazy year.
Yeah, it's definitely been a crazy year with this COVID. So everybody hustle came out,
Exactly.
It's
especially with this music.
like it got to a point in like 2019, 2020, like we was, stuff had got like just dealing with like Osiris and dealing with like Megan and Stallion a lot in 2019. It was like it was up to the arenas and stuff now. So, it definitely slowed everything down as far as the planning. I know Lada was planning a tour. There was just a lot of touring and stuff that was going to be going on. But they said that June, July, that's when stuff will start opening back up for us, so we can get back on the road.
Yeah, hopefully sooner.
Right.
I mean, underground, yeah, and then but
Yeah.
commercial side probably June, July.
That's for them big arenas.
Yeah.
For the people, for the mixtape scene, the new artists up and coming, being Nerve DJs, 25,000 of us, worldwide. What do you suggest as far as submitting mixtapes and music to the Nerve DJs since you're the vice president?
It's really a great platform, especially for a lot of new artists to be heard, to be discovered. Like a lot of artists when they first start, they're in their discovery phase. So, you have to give yourself a chance to get heard by the people. You got to give yourself to get heard by the DJs. So I always say upload a single there, or if like a DJ hosts your mixtape, and then that way you can get welcomed into their platform and to their audience to let people know who you are. And I'm that's where I come from. I come from the mixtape community, so I definitely want to keep that going. And then I also have a great relationship with live mixtapes and with my mixtapes. So I'm really glad that that platform is starting to come back for a lot of the upcoming artists, because for a while in like 2010, prior to that 2005 or whatever, 2012, like everything really came through the mixtape scene, and then it went to the majors.
Okay.
I
That's
haven't
what's
really
up.
been seeing artists doing a lot of mixtapes. They've been doing a lot of EPs and trying to put out albums, but I just say put out a hot single.
Yeah, they got single deals too. What do you think of those? Have get a single deal?
Uh, I've seen both ways. I've seen labels do single deals, and if they'll make a commitment if the single takes off, they'll make a commitment for somebody's project. But I haven't seen that many lately. I think
Yeah,
people like we're really into a content industry now, and we're into a content business. So a lot of people want to sign on and do one or two projects with a person, and then if it can escalate from there, or if it has to chill, it has to chill. But um, you know, definitely push a single to get your recognition and get noticed. Like one single can change your life. So
exactly. No, you're right. Would you be able to explain real quick exactly the difference between a distribution deal and a label deal? Because a lot of artists get that completely mixed up.
like with your distribution, it's just that for you to get your music on all the DSP, so all the digital service providers, so whether it's Apple Music, YouTube, Tidal, uh, Amazon, Pandora, all of that kind of stuff. So, but you're still in charge of marketing and promoting your own music.
Right.
Then with a label deal, or if it's an artist deal, then they would help you produce, manufacture, promote to sell your music. So, situation uh, for DJ Cutmaster Styles, then now I'm helping him produce an album, shoot his videos, promote his single, promote his songs, and getting him on tours.
Okay. Just wanted to piggyback a little bit with the mixtape scene and new artists. You man DJ conference calls, and if so, what are the benefits of
Uh,
it?
it's really like for the conference calls, it's artists getting real time feedback and knowing if a record can work, where it can work at, what kind of feedback, I mean, what kind of energy and which region, which states can support the record, how they can support the record. So some DJs are online DJs, some DJs are club DJs, some DJs are strip club DJs, some DJs DJ in schools and malls and corporate events and all that kind of stuff. So it's finding out, and some are, of course, radio DJs. So, uh, it gives you real time feedback on, like for the Nerve DJ conference call, we usually average about anywhere between 150, 200 DJs that'll be on the call. So if I can take 100 to 200 DJs that really can spearhead a movement for any artist, any song,
Oh, that's
so that's kind of the relationship. But DJs are the ones that take and kind of introduce, especially a new artist into the club. So like right now, like Fujiano's hot. It takes somebody like a Fujiano, like a Doughboy, like a Sada Baby, and puts them into a club sphere. So now if people are rocking with them in the club, then they'll book them for a show, and then they book them for a show. Then now you got a tour coming up. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely like the introduction phase to an artist's career. Yep. Did I lose you guys? Yep, yep. Yep. So,
things actually pretty much every day, to the point where like, how can I get on, or get my song on the radio? And I'll tell them, really, your song could have been played on the radio during this conversation, but what's that really gonna mean for you in your career? You know what I'm saying? You have to, just what Hef was kind of talking about, you have to be able to work some specific records at specific times. You know, I think the one thing that artists actually do fail in is the fact that everybody got them, and they have certain enablers necessarily around them to say that you got. But anybody that promotes a party or a single or music, I mean, a lot of you guys can be able to test this, is that you have to be able to promote to the people that don't know you, because the people that should know you or that do know you should fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, real talk. But the real gem I want to be able to try to give artists is that you have to be able to utilize at least one of three things, especially in the city of Detroit. So I'm originally from Cleveland. Shout out to my Browns last night. Shout out to my Buckeyes even tonight. But at the same time, me being from out of here, I see the lay of the land and what it actually can be able to kind of consist of. So the three things that people need to be able to recognize as is to promote your name, your face, or your sound. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to anyone, but like, there's certain artists that I might not know what they look like, but I know their sound. I know their name. You know what I'm saying? And really, in this city, you only need 1.5 of those things. You feel me? So I tell artists at all times, get your niche together. And there's some dope ass artists out here, but either they might not have the team necessarily behind it. They might not necessarily have the means to be able to do it, but take one step at a time. That's all you need. Trust the process, and it will, evolve for you. So
can I chime in on that one?
Go on and chime in.
Go ahead, Don.
I just want to ask a question on this.
Yes, sir.
By being a native from Detroit, what happened to the work ethic? What happened to, because I'm from the party game, so I'm the entertainment side of it, where if you're not gonna, that's where everybody's going to really listen to your stuff outside of the radio. So this is the grassroots side. If you're not trying to break your music in front of them, how is it going to work in the radio world?
Absolutely. I mean, radio will find you. Don't get it twisted. Radio will find you, but it is good to be able to get those relationships actually with certain powers that be at the radio station. A lot of artists will definitely say is that, you got to go outside of Detroit to be able to make it. No, you don't. You have to at least get your backyard together before you can be able to collect the neighborhood. You feel me?
This is facts.
So like at the end of the day, if you're not putting in the work ethic, your career will not go as much as you need to. I mean, I've worked with a lot of artists would have a lot of talent, but have no work ethic. And I can't be more hungrier than you for your own career. You feel me?
That's all I be trying to tell them when they walk into the party and be trying to get me to play their record. And I'm like, dude, who are you?
Yeah, I mean, have those relationships. I mean, am I wrong, Styles? Am I making up something right here?
No, you're right. I mean, see, I'm not from here either. So I always try to tell artists to try to have a national sound. I know they got that Detroit sound here and it's hot right now, but is that the only type of music they should make to get on radio? I mean, real radio, real, what I'm saying, across the nation in rotation.
Hey, as long as you passionate about what you have, somebody will pay attention. That's just facts. I know this young lady even over here is passionate about her career and what she has for her own vision, and just like any other artist, she has to be patient too, but what's the best way to eat an elephant, Don P?
One bite at a time.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's just one bite at a time. Like, that's all we got to do, so trust definitely a process and keep looking out. But yeah, I'll continue to be able to ask some stuff. Go ahead.
So what do you think is the best way for artists to get to know you or anybody else at any radio station, radio DJs, what is the best way to approach you?
Well, there's several different ways, but there's a couple of different ways that you can get people's attention. And I'm gonna shout out an artist, and I'm not going to even say that word, but the artist is Pistol Atkins. Pistol Atkins is one of the smart people actually of Detroit's game, where he kind of taught me something where if you're not going to listen to me, I'm going to get you to listen to I'm going to make you listen to me. And
Smart. Shout out to Pistol Atkins.
And I don't mean
Joy Road.
Yeah, Joy Road, right? So, and I don't want to give away Pistol's gems, but I mean, it should be fair game at least at this point. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest things that he did, he's went and got a club night. He went and got a club night, did the thing with Hot 107.5. And in the meantime, since he was basically, and his team was paying for that club night, guess what music was playing in the commercials for that club night?
Exactly.
Guess what music was playing on during the live broadcast? Because he had that specific control. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he took again, trusting the process, he took a roundabout way of creating a party night to incorporate himself to be able to get his career to the next level. And there's been several artists that have kind of duplicated that in a certain manner, but that's just one way around the block. You know what I'm saying? You can walk, you can take your bike, you can, you know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you need to get around the block. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, make sure that you continue to be able to step forward,
Now, as far as marketing, because, as we all know, a lot of artists don't understand, radio is a business. So no matter how hot they think they are, they still need to generate money, their marketing dollars. How can they market their music, and how much does it cost? And
Yeah. I mean, obviously this last year, a lot of things have changed. We are a lot more at home, so the things that I'm going to say is going to give you at least ground principles to do that thing. Now, mind you, in the age of COVID, we all got to change up and read our lives is actually going. You feel me? So when it comes to marketing and marketing your business, Instagram, social media is good, but at the end of the day, what we just heard the other day, that you're not going to be necessarily seeing from everybody that you need to know. And what I just said earlier is that you have to be able to promote to people that you don't know. Continue to be able to work at least, again, your backyard. Now, when it comes to doing the things outside of this region or outside of this specific city, again, build those relationships, see where those events are, see where your crowd is actually going to be, and work on that niche. So many different artists have been able to be successful within the last 2 or 3 years because they just drip drop on that niche crowd. They're not necessarily focused on trying to get their music out to the world. They're focused on specifically getting out to a specific market, Okay. And honestly, I'm toying with that question too right now, Styles. I mean, a lot of artists, I would say, go on the road, get your market, get your music heard in other specific markets. But right now, you do have to create content, and content is only going to be created by one of 4 things. Jewel of the day. When you post this is for anybody that has a business, music, or whatnot. When you post something on social media, make sure it's one of these 4 things, if not more than one. Make sure it is funny. Make sure that it's emotional, juicy. You make sure it's sexy, or it's shocking. You got to think about the last 7 days that we in. All these viral videos that's going around with these people at the Capitol. That's violent. That's shocking. So we have to be able to pay attention. Sexy. When we look at somebody like Juicy, or we look at somebody that's enticing on Instagram or social media, we all in. Puts us all in. Funny. Exactly. Or even heartwarming. Those are the only categories that you should be posting. So anybody that posts anything on social media should always know, does it go to one of those, if not more of those specific categories? So when it comes to the marketing, make sure you touch on those categories. Make sure that you get the attention that you need.
This is what I've been noticing. that it seems like the talent is last on the list when it comes to an artist. Everybody wants you to get your numbers up, have your Instagram followers together, and that's what make you more marketable. It's not really the talent you may have, because we all know it's some trash out here that them blew up, but they got a following. So if you being emotional, funny, shocking, and sexy, I guess your numbers will go up because you didn't even mention talent.
No, I didn't.
Because talent is
Exactly.
It's the
not
last
enough.
thing.
And here's where it comes down to it. For a person like me, I've had a career in marketing in this city for over 15 to 20 years. So it does not take talent for me to do my job. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can have all the talent in the world, or you can have the least in talent in the world. I'm just fortunate enough to be good at my job that I don't need talent to be able to do that. Now, when the talent speaks and overruns and I see an artist that is about something, yeah, of course I get a little bit more passionate and actually into it, you know. But yeah, you don't need talent in this game. You need one of those three things. Remember, your face, your sound, or your name. Something has to be recognizable for you. When you see that Coca-Cola image, it could be in a shadow. You know what that is. You know what the McDonald's arches is. You know what the Lowe's logo is. What is your logo? How are people going to recognize you in an instant? Preach. And I'm gonna just put mine right up here because this is how you know me. So, but am I wrong?
Plugged up.
Right.
Hey, we always wearing a brand is either yours or somebody else's, but it's always somebody.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wear the label that pays me. You feel me?
Exactly.
Now, excuse me, tell me this. Am I wrong, Juicy? I mean, everybody here, Jamar, Don. I think, and I've always kind of believed that the best talent has no money. Like most of the artists that have, that really get on, have money behind them. But the really great ones, I hear a lot of people send me music, this, that, and the other, but they don't have two quarters to rub together. Like, what advice do you give them?
Well, I will say this, because when artists do come to me, I ask, where's your team at? Because as an artist, you're supposed to be focused on the artistry. You can't focus on marketing and everything else underneath the sun, you know what I'm saying? Because that dilutes the artistry as a whole. You feel me? So I tell a lot of people, yeah, come back when you got a team. Can you show me the one person that will vouch for you, or at least 100% where they feel like they can vouch for you? So they kind of, once they have that, now there's a lot of people that come to me that have that. So, okay, maybe you at step 2. So you at step 2, you got this crew, you got publicity. Let's just say you got a little bit of money. Take the money and put it in viable places. It kills me to have a meeting with an artist and they have to be able to try to think about something in terms of a marketing plan. And then I say go down to the Sting and just throw them bands away. I'll be like, do you know what I could have did for you in your career? That money
shit kills me.
You feel me?
You got no money to push your fucking single, but I see you down at the Sting blowing money on some lesbian chicks that don't even like niggas. I mean, it just kills me.
Yeah, it works the system, but
it works double. It's a double-sided sword because they bless them and then they break their other music.
It's the circle of life, right?
Hey, man.
It's like, come on now.
But yeah, in that instance, just have, again, do those steps, at least one step at a day. You won't be able to see where you kind of started from. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me, in order to be able to do that, continue to be able to work on your artistry, get people that you don't know to believe in you. That's when you know you have something. See, the thing about like these corporations, and Don P, correct me if I'm wrong, the thing about these corporations and the music industry is the fact that we as Black people, we have the spark. They don't have the spark. They know how to manifest this spark and create more of it, but they don't have the creativity and stuff that we have. So when you see a new artist, is that when you see a new artist that's special and that comes to the table and they don't know what to be able to do it, give them your support. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when somebody does get a hold of it, that's when what Big Hef was talking about, these labels and figuring out these particular deals. But at the end of the day is that they don't have, when you say about like not two nickels to rub together, we believe that we can't get this message out. All we need to do is be able to create that spark. And these corporations will run to us when it comes to manifesting exactly what your vision is.
You know, and it gets hard sometimes because people, I guess, take me mean, but hey, listen to my song, this, that, and the other. My video, which probably, at least here, I would say about 60% I'm all the same thing. Niggas smoking blunts in the video.
They all hold no money, they boys behind them.
Oh my God, the money stacks in front of a broke
That's the
house.
re-up of the other niggas' money.
But first of all, it's fake money they order from Amazon.
It's cool with me if that's your image. If that's image that you want to portray.
We want to sell luxury.
But this is
the same thing with a chick showing their ass. If that's the image that you want to portray,
which we love. Juicy shout out to all that authentic stand-up one time for the booty loose. Amen.
I'm not.
I am Don P, your mother, friend, your gentleman.
But either way, like even when it comes to that, like if you want to be about a neo soul look, you want to be conscious, whatever you about is make sure that's your niche and that's what you set out. Like don't do it. This is what confuses me. Don't do the money picture and then come with your follow-up and then you at a desk in a teacher's office or something in a school talking about something conscious. Don't do that.
So Jimmy the Davis, be authentic.
This is my thing. Don't be in a fucking video with money stacks. Then hit me up. I will check out my songs. I'm not giving them a budget or asking what their budget is. They ain't got no money. What the fuck happened to all those fucking stacks you had in the video?
Yeah.
I mean, real.
They was ordered from Amazon. That's what happened to it. They put it away for the next video.
Was it prop money? I mean,
shout out to the delivery people for making it happen.
I want to help people. This is what I do. I'm the playmaker. I'll help you get from A to B, but you got to have some type of money. I just don't understand how they think they can just smooth talk their way, get free studio time, get free CDs. I mean, or whatever. You can't get through. You have to. They are a business. I don't think artists understand you are a business, and you have to invest in your business, into your image, into your music.
And then here's the other thing that concerns me with artists is the point that, okay, now you spent that dollar. Now you spent the dollar to get that video shoot or whatever. He broke bread with you, right, Styles? The thing is that disappoints me that people don't take it to the next level is the fact, yes, capture that stuff. Make sure that it is worth it. And when you go into that situation, you have to understand, like, what is your objective? What do you plan to get out of this? You see what I'm saying? So, like, I have my plan of what I wanted to get out of just sitting at here right now. You see what I'm saying? So, like, because they'll do it and they'll have a video show like, yeah, that shit was dope, my nigga, like, whatever. But okay, what is that going to do for you tomorrow?
Exactly. Well, why don't you know what? Why don't you give them a quick little list of services that you personally can do for these artists, and
absolutely.
a roundabout idea of how much of a budget they'll need.
So again, let me reintroduce myself just one time. So again, my name is Jamar.
Okay, Jay-Z. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Again, my name is Jamar. I've actually been in the music industry in this city for about 20 years. What I've created right now, I've worked with some of the people that you may know and may not know. I've worked with some of the biggest parties that you may not have heard of, or the one that you couldn't wait to go to. So at the same time, what I do for for people and businesses is that develop marketing consultations such as this one to be able to kind of take you into the doctor's office to figure out where does your career sit at this moment. And what I'll do is kind of assess those particular symptoms and be able to provide my services actually to be able to take your career to the next level. So my business is Get Plugged Up. You can find me at King Jamar on Instagram, or you can find me at official Get Plugged Up. Love to be able to help any of the particular artists, because that's what it's all about. I mean, from me being out of this, not from here, I've seen in the fact that like it's a lot of crab in a barrel situation a long time ago. Shit has changed though now, but I'm glad that we're able to get over the hump, that we can be able to kind of work together and figure out what we all need. Because if we lean on each other, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be the best situation. So we'd love to be able to help you guys out. Follow me on Instagram at King Jamar. That's KINGJAMA RR.
And he does, you know, he does paid consultations like I do, but he will get you in order so you know exactly what you need to do from A to Z. Okay, but you must have a budget. I mean, there's not much you can do without that.
And I will say, Styles, too, I don't necessarily just help artists. I help small businesses, startup websites. That is my area of expertise. Nigga, ask about me.
There you go. There you go. This guy.
So look, my viewers want to know, it's like a double standard for female artists versus male artists. You know, a male artist can come in the game looking like any damn thing and get on. But a female artist has to be tip top in shape. Like, what type of advice would you give an upcoming female artist that's trying to be on the same level as a Biggie or a Tupac?
Got you. Okay. We can talk real here at this table,
hip-hop
right?
history.
Say whatever the hell you want, baby.
So at the end of the day, if you're a female artist, you're gonna always get dick thrown into you every day. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And it's up to you to be able to, as an artist or a female artist, to be able to shy off a little bit of that and know when somebody's coming at you real. Okay. So yeah, you have to be 2 steps ahead of the game more than a black male. It's the same thing with a white boy. They gotta be they gotta be 5 more steps ahead of somebody to be able to, at least for somebody to be able to take them seriously. So as a female in this game, know who you are and who you want to be. And that energy alone should be able to resonate behind the people that is around you. You know, I mean, you take the careers of any of these female artists when it comes to R&B and to female, you feel their soul and their passion. From an artist, from Nicki Minaj to her, you can feel where their passion actually comes in, and their energy takes over that particular room. So yes, as a female artist, continue to just own your own lane. Continue to necessarily be you, but be watchful, as a female should be. Just be watchful of everything necessarily around you, but know when to take that leap. You know, you don't have to utilize everything else than talent in order to be able to be called talented.
Can we tap in on that? This is Don P talking here, the exoticpreneur, and there's a statement in that guideline that applies to any market, niche market, which is stand by your principles, because the project will still work. Absolutely. So if you have a principle of not compromising whatever you have, regardless of how you get there, it'll still get you there. Book plug, exoticpreneur, the book. www.theexoticboss.com to check it out.
A shameless plug.
I have no shame in my game. And as you should. I am Don P. the Jack.
To speak the fuck up.
As you should.
Exactly.
Does that answer your question, though, Juice?
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. You know, I just think that it's sad that a female got to go through so much to get on. But I get it, you know, because don't nobody really care about what a woman has to say. They always care about how a woman looks.
Well, that's the first impression.
Yeah, that's absolutely
like at the end of the day, if I'm a guy or a girl or a dog or a cat, I'm looking at you first. Like, and if I don't like what I'm looking at, I'm wondering like, well, you better come with something.
Exactly.
So with that being said, how much does image play into the game?
So yeah, let me ask you
that
this,
being
Juicy.
said-
Like, how much pressure do you feel for your physical image to come ahead of your talent? Because there's no doubt, whenever you enter a room, you are flawless, and you come that specific way, and your talent goes else otherwise. Do you feel that if you came in like bummy, do you feel that you have to exude your talent even more? You know what I mean?
I just feel like keeping it juicy is my talent. I'm into entertainment. I like to entertain. So when I come through and I keep it juicy, that is my talent. I love to let my juices flow all over the room.
Wet mouth here. Somebody needs some Aquafina.
All I'm saying is
I'm a little parched in my throat.
If I came, any other type of way other than dripping in juice, you wouldn't even want to hear what I have to say.
So that alludes to my point. To the point, like you come in just as confident as your look. So with these female artists, you should come in just as confident with your talent, no matter what it is. You feel me?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. The reality situation.
But it's a difference from talent and entertainment. Like if you out here trying to be a whole artist and be a lyricist, it's different from just entertaining the people. Juicy like to entertain, no matter what I'm doing.
Oh, and speaking of entertainment, we're going to be putting a song together. Tell them, Juicy.
Yeah, we're about to put a song together. It's going to be called Keep It Juicy, because that's all I do is keep it juicy. And I know y'all wanted me to spill the juice on every airwave and every platform out there.
Don't think they're ready.
I don't know if they're ready for me to spill the juice, but I'm going to spill the juice everywhere I go. It's gonna be dripping soft.
Hello.
And it's ass. It's gonna be ready.
We got the red cup. Team red cup.
But you gonna see this ass, baby.
Cup overflowing.
Amen.
Some of this juice in my cup.
Pass the plate.
Right.
Oh,
Can we get one?
Cup overflowing.
Yeah, she on some Megan shit
Whoever
for
don't
sure.
like it can kiss my ass.
Nope, they ain't like it. They don't want to kiss that ass.
Oh man, oh Lord.
And juice.
I love it. I mean, you dropped a lot of good jewels. You know what I'm saying? We had a really good show. You know what I'm saying?
Powerful.
We had Big Half. I hope all these artists are listening. Like me personally, I'm gonna speak from a DJ's perspective. When you hit up a DJ, make sure you're not wasting their time, because there's not much. A DJ can play your music, but okay, after that, now what? You know what I'm saying? You have to have money to push the single. You just can't. People are like, oh, listen to my song. I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm usually feeling my forehead when I'm reading them inboxes, DMs. Like, okay, sir, ma'am, after I listen to your song for 3 minutes, I take out of my life, because time is money. Now, where do we go from there? And they're usually like, what do you mean? I mean, do you have money to push the single? Man, I can't just listen to it. Okay, I like it, but what am I supposed to do after I like it? If you don't have any money to push it. Does that sound right, or am I being mean?
No, that's being absolutely correct. And again, it goes back to work ethic. I mean, people are very instant gratification. Like, we hear something or we do something, we want more of it. So like, yeah, if I hear you got what you got an artist, they sent me their single, if I liked it, I'm gonna be like, what else you got? Because because people want to follow that up. So again, go back to your work ethic, and don't think that just one song is going to get you there. It's just one song got liked a lot. Continue to be able to work. I can't stress that anymore. Like,
and I always say, stop listening to sometimes you can't listen to your own inner circle, because most of them don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Right, they don't know. You
listen to Dodo from 7 Mile and my man over on Finko has no fucking clue about the music industry, but I heard some shit. Most artists listen to them than somebody like me who's been in the industry for 20 years. Mm-hmm. Somebody like you who's been in the industry for 20 years. Why? Yeah. Because, because a lot of times those people in your circle don't want to see you grow and move on. You can't just listen to them. Oh, well, my uncle said, What the fuck does your uncle have to do with anything?
Right.
Uncle
The price
ain't
of tea
been
in China.
nowhere.
I don't give a fuck what your uncle
Don't
thinks.
got no
I do
connections.
this. I live this. You know what I'm saying? I work with So Def. You work with the radio. I know what the fuck is going on. I just don't understand how people just don't. I hate when people ask me a question, an artist. I'm sure you get the same thing, Jamar. They ask me a question, but they got all the motherfucking answers.
Yeah.
Why are you asking?
Why are you asking?
Why are you wasting my fucking time?
Yeah,
They're trying to
got
get
all
it,
the
they're trying
answers.
to validate
Go get
their
all what they
insecurities
believe
and
was,
what they
yeah.
want it
Oh
to
my
be
God.
versus what it really
How do I
is.
If
get
you
all-
knew what it was,
What's
you
the
would
name
have
said?
you would
Fuck
have
what he
had
said.
exactly what you was looking for.
And the conversation
Instead,
would have been
you
even
in my
had.
office asking me, and there's no problem. There's no, there's nothing wrong with asking a question
No.
that you don't know of. You know what I'm saying? You learn by experience. You learn by the people that are around you. But not every crew can be the quarterback of every crew. You know what I mean?
My big thing is, look,
Message.
no, my big thing is I don't mind asking any 1,000 questions, but you're going to pay me a consultation fee because I'm not going to be answering all these fucking questions and you have no money or nothing.
Yeah.
You just, because artists want to get all this free knowledge, this, that, and the other, which is cool, but I'm just not the one. I've been in the industry too long. I know the games, okay? They want to take your knowledge and run off the ding ding over on 7 Mile. I'm not trying to diss 7 Mile. I mean, say 6 Mile.
7 Mile.
Shout out to my 7 Mile niggas that came through Sunday and
go
showed
do
us
some
a lot
shit.
of love
Yeah,
and kept it extra juicy.
Oh, yeah.
But let
And
me
then
tell
go
you-
over
but
dude's
let me
house
tell you how-
in the basement somewhere who
but let
doesn't
me
have
tell
the
you
right
how, like,
sound or nothing.
Let me tell you how blessed this time period is for artists, and we can definitely wrap this up.
Teach
But
'em.
what I'm saying is, you got two things happening right now. You got COVID and you got knowledge. Let's start with
Fuck
the knowledge.
COVID.
Right. Let's start with the knowledge real quick.
A real hustler
As-
gonna live.
As
Fuck COVID.
time goes on, yes, us as a culture, or as a people within this music industry are going to find out and know more knowledge. I was just rewatching Straight Outta Compton the other day, and I just really kind of went and saw how Jerry Heller really fucked them over when it came to that deal. Why? Is because they did not have the knowledge in the 80s and early 90s that we
Right.
do have today.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Jerry
So,
fucked
like,
them up.
Exactly. So like now, again, on one hand, there's the knowledge. Every day that goes by, we're gonna have more knowledge as artists. So it should make us better in order to be able to get our music out.
But
You know
the
what I
flip
mean?
side of that coin too is they fucked themselves by not knowing too. It was not all Jerry. I'm not saying he was a saint.
But
But it's
that's
not
what I'm
all his
saying.
fault
They
because they
didn't
didn't
know.
understand.
Just like
Exactly.
certain artists don't know now, but like here you have a personality like Don P and like yourself and like myself to be able to pass on these jewels that weren't once passed back then when they could do that. The other hand is actually COVID. Right now, the main thing to be able to get on, let's just say a year and a half ago, was to be able to do a number of different events, keep pushing, make your money necessarily offline because online it'll come. You know what I mean? Get in touch with that online stuff right now. Like when it comes to COVID, you have to be able to get your stuff out musically. So get it over in Europe, get it overseas. I got people under my roster that their talent isn't the best, but their streams are high as fuck overseas.
Yes.
You feel
Secret
me?
sauce.
And
just
and
give it.
look, and the stream is a stream.
And guess
It
what?
don't
And guess
matter
what? And
where.
guess what, Styles? They're getting paid.
Yes.
Overseas money is a lot of
They're
great
getting
money.
paid.
Are you artists listening to
You see what I'm
this?
saying?
They're getting paid.
So, like, at the end of the day, what do we do for it? We do it for the passion. We do it for the money. You know, typical demise is when those crossroads actually hit together, when one outweighs the other. But at the same time, for all these artists out here, continue on your passion. Trust the process. The money will come. Do the work. Money will come.
Okay. So what is okay?
That's my Jerry Springer final thought.
Now shut the fuck up.
I'm so and so from Detroit or whoever, Arkansas. It doesn't matter. I got a hot song. What do I do next? As far as it comes to the radio, I got this hot ass song. I got this big ass AR killing 20 niggas. I want you to hear it.
I would say tease it as much as you can. Start doing like either pictures or clips of maybe a video or just clips of actually that's around. People want to be connected to people. So it's the reason why Juicy has so many followers that she has, because they want to be connected necessarily to her in some particular way.
Please,
so
I'm sure they do.
So like, I mean, vicariously or physically, I mean, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'll take a virtual show.
She's dripping juice all over the place.
At the same time, yes, get yourself
Juicy.
There's ways to be able to Google ways to be able to get your stuff on Apple, on Tidal, on European Pandora playlists. You know what I'm saying? There are ways to be able to do that. I won't tell you over these airways. You got to pay me for that. You know what I'm saying? So
he gave him something for free, and now you got to pay for the rest. God dang it!
Exactly.
Hey, your free trial is over.
Your free trial is over,
I'm saying though, like streams do play. You know what I'm saying? Merrily down the stream. You know, that's really what it is, bro.
No, you're right. I mean, and honestly, me personally, I can't speak for everyone, but with that COVID shit last year and now, I've made more money online than I did when shit was live. And I've been telling artists, the shit was shut down. You can't do shows like that. You need to do other things online that I have the access to.
And you were prepared for it, though.
And but some people take advantage of it. Some people like to just be local, and I don't know, but you have to get yourself out here. You have to get your name out here.
Again, name, face, sound.
Yes,
I cannot
man
reiterate that more. You know what I'm saying? Some of these artists out here that are big right now, still big on your playlist right now. You might know their name. You might maybe know what they look like, but you don't know what their signature sound is or whatever. I mean, it's the same thing. Artists, to be a Grammy artist, you have to have all three things.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So what do you think, like, even artists, like, let's call somebody like an artist, like, even in between, like,
Sada's on his way.
Sada, okay.
Oh,
love Sada.
I fuck with Sada,
but
baby.
take Sada in.
I like his image. I like his sound.
We know Sada because we're in Detroit. Yeah. Think about somebody that might be in South Carolina, Texas, or wherever. They be like, oh, okay, I know that man's sound. You know, he do it with the dreads, but he don't know his name. He got 2 out of the 3 right there. That's all he needed.
Yep.
For somebody to pay attention.
I see him going far
because
he's going to break
because we in Detroit.
He's definitely going to break
for quite some time. I always ask my people around the country, has Sada's name hit you yet? And nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. Then next thing you know, I get that call. Who was that nigga you was talking about, Sada Baby? Like, you know, it took some time.
Shout out to my guy, Sada Baby. That boy been working for a minute.
It took time. But again, like, around the country, they might not recognize that. But if you want to get that mass appeal, again, 2 out of those 3 things, bro. Name, face, or sound.
I mean, it took me a while to honestly get into his music because I thought it was a little weird at first, but I get it. And it works. And I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? He 100%. Took a chance being different.
Seen him when he's young.
Oh, man.
A lot of these artists,
you
don't realize, like, again, being here for this quite some time, and everybody that's made it out of Detroit, at some point, I saw them at their foundation.
Amen.
No, exactly.
Every one of them.
Just like Don P.
I saw it on all because they was at my spot.
Yes.
I was breaking them in the marketing image part. Yeah, everyone has come to my spot for their imaging part. So
definitely.
Outside of the music in their plays, they came to see Don P for their imaging, their actual presentation to go out to the world. So even though I do the booty, but I also, because that's my name to fame, but out of respect, I've also worked with all of the name artists that's hot right now out of Detroit over the last 20 years to at least get their initial image and their professional presentation together. So that's what y'all saw me see me for. If y'all don't have a big budget, my purpose on life was to help you get at least the proper professional look starting. And from there, you can go on to the next levels. You follow me?
I don't think a lot of people realize that all 3 of us, maybe Juicy too, have had some type of impact or have worked with Cash Doll at one time. I'm real proud
Day
of her.
one right here.
Day
Oh, I
one.
didn't know.
Day
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Facts.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
First
all right.
10K she was off
yeah.
the stuff I did.
I'm not even about to
Shout
like.
out to Cash
You don't even
Doll.
have to like name drop it, but like everybody,
I know.
when like T Grizzly walk in, didn't know who T Grizzly was at the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've
Right.
seen
From
a lot of these
the
big.
beginning.
Do you know? I was there when Big Sean did his Kanye rap around the office.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, these people were not names when I happened to be involved in their life. What I love about what necessarily I do is it's almost on the Frank Lucas side. Is not the snitching. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is just,
Nah, we ain't doing no snitching.
what
around
I'm
here.
saying is just being on the quiet side and seeing someone else be successful, and I know I had a hand in that within their career.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? From anywhere from Sean to Big T Grizzly to Nisha to anybody that's here, which I love these artists here. I love people that, like I said, that you probably never heard of. You know what I'm saying? That I've worked with in dedicated time to. You know, but at the end of the day, I see Detroit evolving together now more than ever.
Thankful.
And
about time.
but
There's
I mean,
so much
overall,
talent.
even taking above it, I see more Black people and just people of color working more together, which inherently that's going to drop down to this industry.
I think Trump is a big factor in why.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, clearly,
Yeah, shit. With Trump in office, everybody was like, you know
Clearly.
what? We need to stick together to get this motherfucker
yeah.
back.
I
here.
understand. They
again,
they click. They
and that's
tripping.
a bigger issue when it comes to knowing the rules of the game.
Yeah.
Is
There is absolute rules that you must follow. And those
But
that
I
break
am going to
them-
say this. I know everybody likes Biden, but Trump, that motherfucker had money out in this hood. Niggas was out here clowning.
yeah,
I'll give him that much.
I can't knock and say I didn't eat well.
No.
yeah.
I
Y'all still
I
don't
go-
eat. Don't
No, we ain't worried about it.
Look,
This Detroit,
show
we
plate.
ain't never missed a
To drop
bill.
the money.
Do not fix your
okay.
plate.
Side note.
Period.
All right,
Side
we
note.
talking about
Niggas
money,
was
right?
all up in
Would
the
you-
mall. I'm telling
Juicy,
you. Woo.
Juicy, are you taking the vaccine?
Hell no.
Okay, would you get your, if they say
Fuck
they
no.
gonna get your stimulus, your 2,000, if you take that vaccine, would you take it?
Hell no.
Nope.
Okay, and that's some people.
Shout out to TLC.
The hell?
Get your detox
Yeah,
tea.
there you
I am
go.
putting that I'm putting that
If-
dangerous
Sorry,
plug right here.
yeah.
Your health is your wealth.
Yep.
I am on your phone.
If you
Hey,
can't get
barbershop.
2,000 on your own and
Right.
you looking for the government to give you 2,000, you a sad case. And I
You
don't
is
know
sad.
what's gonna happen after that 2,000 is
Hey,
gone.
Hey,
but
boost your immune system.
Hey,
Boost your
look,
immune system. But more
you
than
gonna
ever, like
grow a
this
big ear or
this time
something. I
has
don't
has figured out and said to us that we can always hustle in any storm, and we're gonna continue to do that as a people. I mean, you know,
Team
COVID-
Melanin in the building.
COVID didn't stop me one bit. It
Not
Never.
one slow down.
Not one.
And Trump
White people
didn't
going
stop
crazy,
it.
though.
Came up. 'cause-
White people
I like
going
my
crazy, though.
steak.
Right. I'm gonna keep eating it too.
Wow.
all you, hey, go ahead, Dom. We might as well plug it, make JD happy. Now we go.
Oh,
do that, 'cause
hey,
I-
my
you know,
guy.
We
Yeah.
Shout out
take
to my guy
NutriBurst.
JD from the A&R for Empire Music.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
second of all, because we rock with this detox tea, the vitamins, and the NRG.
NutriBurst.
NutriBurst is always on deck.
If you niggas don't want to have COVID, you need to get on the program. Juicy got it, Don got it, I got it, Jamar
This whole
got
squad
it.
is
This
on
whole
the
squad
health.
ain't going nowhere.
We're
We
not
keep our
dropping
immune
like
system-
no flies. Because
Nah,
guess
hell
what?
no.
We keeping our health.
Because like what was the gym that JD dropped? He said you either gonna pay for your illness or you gonna, pay, for your health.
Yep.
Facts.
That's
And you
the
see that the
word.
price went up for your health.
Right. Because they don't want you to live.
They
bro.
don't want you to live. They
Why
don't want you to
think
be
white people
healthy.
Taking like kale and everything and all that other stuff now because they know they not gonna be there.
That's a one-off.
Erasing like 20. But we was talking about the music, so I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
yeah, I know.
Oh, well, you do need to look good. So,
Yeah.
hey, name
so
one
what I'm
person
saying
that's
is
famous that ain't got
anybody-
it together.
Hit anybody up on this table actually for that, man. So I definitely appreciate y'all time.
All right,
game
y'all. So
started
y'all
at
know we had a good show. It was
All right.
lit. We dropped a lot of good jams. I felt like what's that
Shout out to
that
Big
Apple
Hef.
tour when you
Oh,
get
yeah,
the
shout out to
last
Big Hef.
jam in the ring.
Right.
Like we just cracked the
Nerd
code.
Right.
DJ,
That
shout out.
Thanos. Right.
Shout out to you, Don P. Can you let the people know where we can find you at?
Oh, y'all can find me at Don P, the gentleman. That's multiple, not singular. That's MEN. So DONPTHEGENTLEMEN. That's it.
See, that shit right there
Yeah,
just be
see?
That's
too
it.
much.
Yeah.
People just need to rock
Y'all ain't
their
gotta be
names
so
up.
so special. God
That
damn it.
shit
Y'all know
got-
what Don P, the gentleman is. Just
Well,
say
you
it with
know-
your
hey,
chest.
you gotta
Relax.
say those
Hey,
shit.
shout
You
out
gotta
to
spell
Jamar.
shit
Y'all know
sometimes.
we about to get plugged up. Where
Yo,
can we
if
find you, baby?
Definitely, you can always find me at King Jamar, KingJamarr, or if you like the hats, get them in any different color. Official Get Plugged Up. Always Funny Fridays. If you want any of that funny stuff, you know we got it on deck. Shout out to Josh Adams. Shout out to Comic J Will, J Bill, all of that in the building. See me for any consultations. Love y'all. Love the city of Detroit.
DJ Khaled, Cut Mustard Style.
Team
the
Yellow Bone.
playmaker. All we do is win.
Oh yeah, I gotta do. Hey, look, this is the
Just the
fucking
playmaker
team.
right here.
I'm the playmaker. This is Syndicate Music Cartel. Everybody sitting here with these jewels
Absolutely.
dropping. I'm trying to tell you, 2021, we're gonna show you better than tell you. Juicy, no. We about to put some major shit in order. So if you need some help and you want to deal with people that aren't going to fucking scam you or take your money and off and run and go
Do
buy
the
some
jury
shoes and
on
shit,
that
nah.
ass.
Wow.
We ain't doing the jury.
We don't work like that. We're very positive, and I do. Everybody here does what we say we're going to do, and we're going to be real with you. You know, that's all we're going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Where can we find you, DJ?
You can follow me on Instagram at the DJ Cutmaster Style Show, at DJ _ Cutmaster Style, and I have an award-winning mixtape series called Girl Gang, which has been really, really good. And I didn't think it was going to be as big as it is. And I got Chinese Kitty from Love and Hip Hop New York doing the next one. So any ladies that want to get on, because I'm about to drop the Girl Gang 3 with Love and Hip Hop's Nikki Natural. She's from Love and Hip Hop Miami, because I have a connection with all of those to Love and Hip Hop. But any artists want to get on there, they can hit me up, Juicy or whoever, you know what I'm saying? We get you on the mixtape. Ladies only, you know, anybody pretty much knows me, know I keep a nigga-free diet. I will
That's a shirt.
help you. That's the best diet I've been on, I'm trying to tell you.
That's an official
Hey,
shirt.
but look,
It's a line.
do that.
I will help the fellas, but you got to have a budget. Trying to beat Buddy Hustle me and be my friend and all that shit ain't going to happen.
Beat it.
Exactly. Shout out to Spanky Hayes. I see you watching, boo. I'm your girl, Juicy Nicole. It's the Indusrty Podcast with Juicy Nicole, DJ Cutmaster Style. We back at you every Monday, 6 p.m. Shout out to our guest, Big Hef at Def Jam, Jamar. We get plugged up. Don P, the gentleman.
What
Hey, we stay lit. And remember, don't nobody does it like the D, and you damn sure don't do it like me.
Oh,
So-
shit. Ooh, I like that.
wet.
Uh-oh.
We gonna keep it juicy. We
Womp
out
womp.
until next time.
Make a move, make it better. Yeah. Forget the rest.
Are y'all feeling better?
You're rocking with the best radio station on the planet. SDM Live Unplugged.